Alright guys, welcome back to your Topic 6 review. We are going to be factoring, and we are going to cover number 7 through number 16, okay? You guys are pretty good at this, but let's do a little bit of review before we start your test. So here's number 7. Before you start, make sure you put that in the form of ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So make sure you always have that format. It's called standard form before you factor. Alright, let's start with number 7. So this is a positive, so let's move everything over. Plus 3, plus 3. See how that cancels out? Take the opposite, plus 4n, plus 4n. Okay? The direction says you are going to be solving. So, n squared plus, what comes next? 4n plus 3 is equal to 0. To factor, draw your two sets of parentheses. What are some factors of n squared? N and n. Plus 3. What two numbers multiply to give you 3? So when you're multiplying, and this is positive, you are going to add or have two positives or two negatives, and you wanting it to be positive 4n. So when I add, see how it's positive? It's going to be both positive. So what are some of those numbers? Well, in this case, it's only 1 and 3, okay? And if you didn't know, you can go to your calculator, go to y equal, and type in 3 divided by x, just like that. And then hit second table, okay? And right after the word error is the numbers you want to write. Only write the whole numbers. So, here we go. So that's plus 1, plus 3, okay? Set each one equal to 0 and solve. Minus 1, so the answer is negative 1. N plus 3 is equal to 0. Subtract 3, subtract 3. So n is equal to negative 3. Number 8. Alrighty. So we're going to subtract 6. Subtract 6. So now you have k squared. My apologies. Plus k minus 6 is equal to 0. Draw your two sets of parentheses. K and k. You got negative 6. So I'm looking for two numbers that multiply, and you're going to subtract. And when you subtract, you have a plus and a minus to equal that middle term, which is positive 1k. So what are some numbers? 1 and 6, 2 and 3. Which one of those subtract to give you 1? Well, 2 and 3. See how this is positive? Goes with a bigger number, and the other one has to be a negative. Set each one equal to 0. Add 2, add 2. K is equal to 2. Okay? Set that one equal to 0. Subtract 3. K is equal to negative 3. Sorry. All right. Let's look at number 9, okay? On number 9, we're going to add 25, add 10n. So now you have n squared plus 10n plus 25 is equal to 0. Two sets of parentheses. What are some factors of n squared? N and n. All right, positive 25. So I'm going to add what two numbers multiply to give 25, and it's going to add to give you 10. Now positive, positive, so both of these has to be positive. 1 and 25 does not, 5 and 5 does. Okay. Set each of these equal to 0. Minus 5, n is equal to negative 5. Now, they're exactly the same, so you're going to do it twice. So this one has a multiplicity of 2. That means you're going to hit negative 5, and it's going to bounce right up on the x-axis. Number 10. Subtract 12, subtract 12. So now you have a squared minus 4a minus 12 is equal to 0. Okay? Draw two sets of parentheses. Factors of a squared is a and a. Negative 12, I'm going to subtract, and I want negative 4a. So plus and minus. 1 and 12 does not subtract to give you 4. How about 2 and 6? Right there. Negative. So negative goes with the big one, and positive goes with the little one, because this one's negative. Set each one equal to 0. Add 6. A is equal to 6. A plus 2 equal to 0. Subtract 2 on both sides. A is equal to negative 2. Number 11. We are continued to factor. Negative 5x, negative 5x. Okay? So x squared minus 5x minus 24 is equal to 0. Two sets of parentheses. Factors of x squared is x and x. The word factor means numbers that multiply. Okay? All right. Negative 24. You're going to be a plus and a minus, and I want it to be negative 5x. All right. This one I'm going to use the calculator. I don't need it, but I just want you to know. Go to y equal 24 divided by x. Second table. See where this word error starts? Okay? So 1 and 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. Skip that one, 6 and 4. Now, there's the repeat. So you got 1, 24, 2 and 12, 3 and 8, 4 and 6. Which one of those subtract to give you 5? This one. Negative goes with the bigger one. So negative 8 plus 3 is equal to 0. Just like that. All right. Set this one equal to 0. Add 8 to both sides. X is equal to 8. Set this one equal to 0. Subtract 3 to both sides. X is equal to negative 3. Number 12. All right. Subtract 5 in. Add 4. Okay. So now you have n squared minus 5n plus 4 is equal to 0. Two sets of parentheses. Factors of n squared is n and n. Two numbers that multiply to give you a plus 4 and is going to add to give you negative 5. Negative, both has to be negative, 1 and 4. Minus 1, minus 4. 1 times 4 is 4. Negative 1 times negative 4 is 4. Negative 1 minus 4 is negative 4. All right. Set each one equal to 0. Add 1 to both sides. N is equal to 1. N minus 4 is equal to 0 because it's equal to 0. Plus 4 to both sides. N is equal to 4. And there you have number 12. Number 13, we're going to go ahead and continue on to number 16, okay? Subtract 7 on both sides. So now you have x squared plus 6x minus 7 is equal to 0. Two sets of parentheses. Factors of x squared is x and x. My c is a negative 7. I'm subtracting. And I wanted to get a positive 6x. So 1 and 7. Positive. So 7 is positive, 1 is negative. Set each one equal to 0. So x is equal to negative 7. I'm going to skip the minus 7 on both sides because I know you guys can do it. So x minus 1 equal to 0. X is equal to 1. Okay. All right, number 14. Here we go. Minus 2x minus 2x. X squared minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. All right, let's do two sets of parentheses. Factors of x squared, x and x. Numbers that multiply to give you a negative 3, and it's going to subtract to give you negative 2x. Alrighty, 1 and 3. 3 is negative, 1's positive. Plus 1 minus 3. Set that equal to 0. X is equal to negative 1. I think I'm about to run out of ink on this one. X minus 3 is equal to 0. X is equal to 3. Number 15. Plus 5n. What you do to one, you do to the other. So n squared plus 5n minus 14 is equal to 0. Draw two sets of parentheses. That's a 0. Factors of n squared is n and n. Negative 14. Negative. One's plus, one's minus. And I wanted to get positive 5n. Alrighty. 1 and 14 does not subtract to give you 5. How about 2 and 7? Hot dog. Plus 7 minus 2. Positive. Big number. N plus 7 is equal to 0. N is equal to negative 7. N minus 2 equal to 0, so n is equal to positive 2. Number 16. Alrighty. Plus 6, cancel. Plus 5x, plus 5x, cancel. So now you got x squared plus 5x plus 6 is equal to 0. Remember, it needs to be in standard form. Two sets of parentheses. Factors of x squared is x and x. Two numbers are multiplied to give you a positive 6, and it's going to add to give you 5x. 1 and 6 does not add 5. They subtract but not add, so 2 and 3 plus, because that's a plus. So x, excuse me, plus 2 is equal to 0, so x is equal to negative 2. X plus 3 is equal to 0, so x is equal to negative 3. There you go. Alright, that's all I got for factoring. We'll continue on to the next video. Thanks, guys.